Welcome to my channel, The Crazy Glam Planner, and this week I am using Elle-Centric Beauty in Season that I got off Etsy. This is not sponsored. I will link it below. It does not include the payday and weekend. I created that. And while I was getting ready to film, I spilled ink on my planner. So let's see what we can do with the mess that I started. This is with the Nostalgia. As you can see, I got it all over me. Nostalgia Dopamine from the 2025 ink vent. And I'm going to be using the numbers that I used last week because I feel like they go well with this setup. I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and put the days and dates down. Okay, while I was putting down the days, I went ahead and put a couple of the little squares down over it, over the ink splotch to see if I liked it. I kind of do, kind of don't. I think that would have been great Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if it was a 3-day weekend. It's not. So let's hope this comes out better than it's starting because I absolutely love the graphics on this one. I went ahead and wrote down the Nostalgia Dopamine Ink Vent 2025. I do like to put down the inks that I am using. I like to do this for all of my spreads. I do like to know where I get that setup. So if I'm looking back and decide I like it and it would look good somewhere else eventually, and I mean like years. I'm trying not to use the same set in the same year. But you know what? It's okay if we do. Okay, so no, I have an idea. Here, let's bring some more of the picture blocks in. Let's see what we can do to try to cover up some of the mess that I have made. So we'll do Beauty in Season across the top here. And then Elle-Centric down there. Okay, let's see what else we can do to try to help cover some of that up. So let me make a straight line here. Put that off to the side. I doubt I'll use it, but I'm going to come across here. Just straight across. As even as I can make it anyway. Okay, I'm just going to use my metal stencil to clear that up. And see what can we do right there to kind of make it, I'm trying to hide it, but yet I don't know if I can. I may just kind of be stuck with it. I mean, I do like the way this is coming out, but I would like a little something here as well. So let's put one of the little blank boxes that we could write in over in this area right here. I mean, it is going to be Friday, so there's always something that we do there, and kind of make a little cluster. And I am not sure. I may just be stuck with that piece, so we'll see from there. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so I'm going to use this one here on the other side. This is going to be for husband's schedule. And maybe we can put a little pretty right there. I'm not sure yet. I am going to take this one that each day brings me peace and serenity, but I'm going to cut it so that it kind of fits in there a little better. And I'm going to start from the bottom up. That way I know that I have enough room there. Okay. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit so they're not, well, they're even, but I didn't like make it even with the actual little washi. I'm going to trim off a piece of this white here. I've tried calibrating my silhouette. That did not work. It is still cutting off just a little bit when it comes to the boxes. And let's pull that down right there. Okay, I like how that came out. Okay, that's cute there. Maybe it'll take the eye away from the ink splotching I've done. This one did not have a long note box that I generally enjoy. So I'm just going to put one of these over here for that, so that I can do my to-dos, and I can always go in and add another one if I need to. Let's make a little cluster right here. And let's come over to this side. Let's see what we've got going on. And this week, actually, I don't think I really have anything else, besides the maintenance. But I definitely do not want to put there's some things that I do need to do, but not much really. Let's see, Monday is Memorial Day, so I'll put a little tab for that. Tuesday, I do need to make a phone call. We're having some pool issues. Let's pull this one over here for it to be Memorial Day. It's also a day off work for me. And let's put a little something over there so that we can just kind of like tie it in so it's not so blank. And I know I'm going to be doing things on Saturday and Sunday. So actually, we do have plans on Saturday. Woohoo! Going grocery shopping, but to not our normal store. Let's put the light olive down here. Okay, and I think that's going to be good for the week. Not much I can do about that spiel right now. Maybe I'll get something through the week that I can actually just, use it to cover it up. Okay, and I'm going to use this to do. All right, got that on there the way I need it to be. Okay, so we're going to hop over to, this is going to be the week of, what do we think? Sorry, I thought I was going to hop over, but I'm still trying to figure out how to hide that. Let's try that. That helps some. That is definitely busier than what I normally do. That's going to have to, I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. I think it's cute. It's just busy for me. But at least it all goes together. So if at the end of the week I don't like it, let's not spill the ink again, and I won't have to do something quite this busy. So I'm going to hop over to what would be my dailies and get that started. And again, because I do not have note size, I'm going to bring a couple of these down here to be my notes for the week. And let's see here. I think I want one of these to be for the week of, and so I will write what, that this is for what the dates are. So I'll go ahead and get that set up for the Monday. And put the date on there. And that's going to be 25th. I'm just using the dates from last week that I created. Do not throw away your numbers. You never know when you're going to need them. And you never know when they're going to match something else that you have. So I do keep numbers, and it doesn't matter if it's from my set or someone else's set. I do keep the numbers. Okay, so I'm going to use some of this gilded ink. I'm sorry, it's not gilded ink. It is simply gilded. I do not know where I got gilded ink from. I got this from the little craft fest. I don't know if I got it this year or last year's. As you can see, I had not even opened it. But I think even it's a rose gold, and I think it just goes perfect with this layout. Okay, and helps to remember where you lay your things down at. There we go. Put that to the side there. So when using this method to cut, you do need to have a little piece set aside. There, that's cute. Okay, so then I am going to see, let's do little teacups here. So I'm going to do these teacups. That's coming out cute. And I do need to put something up over here as well. Of course, I do like her bit of washi, but I am going to, let me put it back, because I actually want to cut that in half. That is too wide for what I want. So I literally am going to cut straight down it. Oh, okay. I think that came out well. All right, so I'm going to put this down here on the bottom. And let's cut that, because I do not want that going over to the other side. There we go. So I'm going to do that again and put up here at the top. Okay, and that is definitely one way to bring in the elements, is by cutting them like that. Oh, and that trimmed up well. Oh, look at that one. Let me put this down here, because I just like the way that that came out. That little flower right there is perfect. Alright, so I pretty much like this page. I do want to do a little something over here. How about a cluster of some sort? Let's see. I do love the butterflies. Of course, I've got butterflies on me, so let's hope I like butterflies. I think it's too busy to cluster those like that myself. Let's put that here. But to put the pictures together, I think it's just a little bit much. Let's see here. I've got some washi. Alright, so I'm going to cut that edge off, because I don't like how that half a circle is there. Okay, and then, so I am thinking that all the ones I pulled out except for the Simply Gilded was possibly part of a set, and I took them out of the tube for some reason. At one point I was taking everything out of the tube and sorting them according to colors and that kind of thing, and then I stopped doing that. I don't like how it goes right through there. Maybe I can trim on this other side. And the reason why I'm thinking that this was a set is because of the blue that I used on the other one, and I'm not seeing it at the moment, but here we go. Because this is the same, so I'm thinking that's pretty much was a set. All right, I'm going to trim that down just a little bit there and see if that pulls that high in, because I don't want it to cross over to the other page. Oh, I think that did it. Perfect. Okay, I am going to use the scissors on this one to go right next to there, because I do want to be precise there. Okay, so Monday is Memorial Day. There's not too much going on, so I'm going to go ahead and put down my Tuesday. I need to trim that off because of my wonderful cutting machine. And it's kind of aggravating, because I was hoping to start being able to print and cut to sell some of my printables that'd be free to download, but if you'd wished for me to cut them for you, I could. But until I get that situated, that's not going to happen. Okay, we're going to do the number 26 over here. Okay, and then that's going to be it. We're going to leave that as it is for now, and I will go in and fill in, up here at the top, I will fill in the dates that I'm doing, and then fill in the week as it goes. This could be for 3 days, since I've already got Tuesday down. It could be for the whole week. I decorate as I go as well, and what is not used I do put away, and I'll show my storage system hopefully in the next month or so. I'm working on a new one. Let's see if I like it before I say, oh, look what I've done. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay beautiful. Think outside the lines.